So if you've been looking for the perfect home, hang tight because this is the one. Now this home is shy of $1.7 million. We're in Fayetteville, Fayette County, Georgia, just about 45 minutes from Midtown Atlanta, so not too far, but we're in a gated community, a golf cart community, super peaceful, super tranquil. Let's talk about the specs for a little bit. So it's built in 1989. We're sitting on about 7,500 square feet inside the house, so we're gonna go in, let's talk through that. The thing I love about the house so far is that there are two primary suites, one on the main, but the one upstairs is gonna drop dead gorgeous. We also have a full finished basement. Just check it out. I'm gonna spin the camera around and I want you to tell me down below in the comments how you feel about this house. Listen, this is definitely my top 2 favorite videos of this year, and it's not number 2. Let's check it out. This is the front yard, super peaceful, super quiet, and we are in a golf cart community. So right behind this home is the lake, and we'll show you that. Garage, front of the house. It's four-sided brick, right? Well maintained, super strong. You won't find homes like this anymore. You know, homes built in the 80s and 90s that are all brick, but with added features, right? So we're gonna walk in and see all those features, hang tight, let's have some fun, right? All right, so look at all of this. All right, so as soon as we step in, love the fact that the flooring is all wood. Staircase going upstairs, we'll see that a little later. Dining room to the left. Then you have this den area to the right. So let's go into the den and let's talk through what we have so far. All right. So I came in and did a little pre-tour because this home is rather large and I didn't want to miss any spots. And the first thing that stood out to me was just the beautiful lighting. Everything's clean. Excellent finishes. So this home was renovated and the owner poured tons of love into all the details. And let's go over to the dining room. So this home has 5 bedrooms, looking at 5.5 bathrooms. Like I stated before, the square footage is 7,500 square feet. We have a lake right behind us, and I'll show you that. Look at these ceilings. All right, so this is how we get upstairs. We're not gonna do that quite yet. Let's check out the living area. And the size of this lot is 1.2 acres, and it's surrounded by trees. The whole entire community is private. So I don't wanna say that the home is private. The home is private, but this whole entire neighborhood and community is private. You're sitting on nothing but golfing trails, and again, the lake behind us. I'll show you that in a second. But this will be your living space. Just beautiful. Fireplace. Tell me down below in the comments, how do you feel about this house so far? Like I said, I'm gonna have the full pricing, the full description in the description down below. We're just shy of $1.7 million. I think it's just $100 off from that. But definitely reach out to me if you'd like to tour this home. We could definitely start the process. And we are in the Whitewater Creek community, fully gated, so you have extra layers of security. Let's check out the kitchen. All right. So that's your access to get downstairs. Hang tight, we're gonna get there in a second. This is your kitchen. So we have the quartz countertops, just beautiful. In the kitchen, wine cooler, extra freezers. That's for cooling, but then you have your wine cooler right here. Right beside an amazing fridge. And the first thing that's gonna pop out in the kitchen is Look at all these cabinets, right? You have your range and your hood. You have more cabinets on this side, even on this side of the quartz countertop right here. Beautiful finishes. Home is just excellent. Microwave. Lovely. I'm gonna keep it real slow. You have your pot filler here, griddle action, and grill. And over to my right, we have this walk-in pantry as well. It's just gorgeous. So you have more cabinet space right down here, right? Also cabinet space right here. I love the floating shelves. So the design, again, earlier when we spoke about attention to detail, this is what I mean. So you can certainly have more appliances in here, or if you just wanted to do some light prepping, you could do that. But this walk-in butler's pantry is so beautiful. I don't even know if I want to cut up meats or anything in here. Just, in my opinion, I'd only use it for storage. And maybe one or two appliances, but that's it. So this is the butler's pantry. Beautiful. Again, this is another view of the living space as well as the kitchen. What we're going to do is walk over to the garage area and then come back on this side of the house. That's where your primary suite is going to be, as well as this back deck. Before we leave the dining room though, again, look at the trimming. Beautiful, well decorated. Love these ceilings. And let's go this way. So this is going to be your mud area. Let me pan right. So that's the garage right there, right? So you have your mud area right here. So as you come in, you have access to these shelves, coat hangers, additional shelving down here. Let's take a look. And this is your garage. Again, 3-car garage, which is excellent. Right. So right now it's being used for storage, but you have access to 2 cars right there. You could pull your golf cart in right here if you wanted to. I didn't see this before, but now that I'm in here, you have extra shelving in here as well. Excellent touch. And this is another door if you just wanted to come in from outside, straight into the garage. And the garage is awesome, but if you had more cars to deal with, you also have an extended driveway. That's upstairs. So we have a lot to see on this floor, so we're not there yet, but I did want to show you this side of the house first. All right, so this is your washer and dryer room. Look at all these cabinets. Space right here. Shelving if you wanted to fold in here. I do like the fact that this is on the first floor. All right. Sink with more cabinet space down here. And the tiling is just perfect, right? You have shelving all the way up here. You'd have to get a ladder to go up there. I'm pretty tall, but I can't even reach shelving there, but that's good storage for sure. And again, space for your washer and dryer hookups. Excellent paint color. Let's go check out that primary suite. So again, I told you that there are 2 primary suites on this, in this house, not on this floor, but in this house. You have one on this floor and then one upstairs. And please hang tight. I gotta show you this full finished basement. You know I'm a basement guy, and this basement is just ready to go. It's gonna be your powder room. Excellent color choice for the finishes. That is your mirror, lighting above it. All right, so this is your first primary suite, one of 2. Love the hardwood floors. Also love that you have access to outside. We'll check that out in a second. But let's look at this bathroom. Recessed lighting. As you can see from right here, you have the dual vanity. Chandelier definitely screams luxury. Beautiful soaking tub. Beautiful finishes. All right, it's beautiful. I like how, even though this is a luxury home, I do love the simplicity and the modern design in regards to just how like not overdone it is. It's just perfect. I've been into bathrooms that are, in luxury homes and the bathrooms are just overdone. This seems to be spot on. Excellent color choices, excellent paint, excellent trimmings. Yeah, there we go. Let's turn that light on. Recessed lighting. Turn the fan off. Then you have this walk in the shower. Step in. Yeah. Seating area. Beautiful tile on the floors and on the wall. Some privacy right here. Then you have your closet. So for this primary, it's not a huge walk-in closet. Let me know how it compares to the primary suite upstairs. Would you choose this one because it's on the main floor? Or would you choose the one upstairs? Again, that's chandelier. Like every time I look at it, I'm just pulled in, right? That's beauty. That's beauty in a nutshell for sure. Luxury, opulence, all right? And again, let's check out this back deck. All right, beautiful. Now, it's been very rainy for the past couple of weeks in Atlanta. And it's still a little cloudy, but I'm happy we got out here early. To get some visuals. All right. This is your backyard. Once we hit the basement, we'll check out some of this foliage and go to the actual path. But you can see it right there. You have the golf cart trails to the back. I think, I don't know what hole this is, but I'll do some research. But I've been here for about 15 minutes and we've seen tons of golfers tee off right here. Yep, there they go in the distance if you can see them. So there has to be a hole here somewhere. I'll do my research for sure. But again, when you step out on a weekend morning and you just want relaxation, this is it. You can hear the cicadas. All right. And this is the back of the house. So that's the other primary suite. Hang tight, we're gonna check that out next. So again, we came from the main floor's primary suite right there. But this is the living room. That's your breakfast nook. So you have 3 ways to get to this deck. I think I left this door open, it's still locked. Let's see if I locked this one. I keep talking about it, so let's check out. Yeah, let's check out upstairs. Look at this breakfast nook. Another example of luxury lighting. And let's do it. We've been on this level for a little bit. All right, so this is level 1, the main level. Tell me how you feel so far. Please drop a comment. Be respectful. If there's something you don't like, that's okay. I trust and value your opinion. Let's just keep it respectful. But I'm pretty sure we want some feedback. We want to thank our listing agent, Tiandria Dukes, for letting us tour this beautiful home. I will also have her name, her full name, and brokerage down in the description below. But if you do want to tour this house and you're interested in purchasing, kindly reach out to me. I'd love to show you this home. So this is a secondary bedroom, the first one upstairs. And this room has its own bathroom, which I love. Modern toilet. Single vanity. Again, modern, simple design. I love it. And you have the shower right here. So it's not a shower and tub, but we'll take a shower for sure. Beautiful designs. Yep, I know you're gonna ask, hey Cass, can we see the closets? I do challenge you to see this home in person. Like I said, give me a shout. We could set up a consultation, see where you stand, and we could do a tour. But this home will not last long. This is a pretty big closet for a secondary bedroom. Super wide. Yeah, this home will not last long. So if you know anything about Fayetteville, Fayetteville has a stellar school system, low crime rate. So this is the secondary bedroom. Love the high ceilings, fan. This one also has its own bathroom. This is a nice size for sure. Again, love the high ceilings. Yeah, check out Fayetteville, Fayette County. All right, another ginormous closet for a secondary bedroom. Do you think this home is worth the price? Again, I think it's worth every penny. All right, so this bathroom is a little bigger than the one we just saw. For sure, you have the sitting area right here. Shelving. Nice use of the space for sure. Since this tilts up, you couldn't have tall closets, but this makes it happen. Have you ever been to a Chick-fil-A dwarf house? And they have that dwarf house door in the front. Reminds me of that. All right, here we go. So this is the bathroom. All right, so this bathroom has a tub and shower combination. The first secondary bedroom we saw only had that shower. Like I said, it's not a deal closer. And let's see what's behind this door right here. All right, attic space. All right. We're gonna show you every corner of this house. Let's make sure we lock this back up. So that's 2 bedrooms. And as we walk down the hall, you also have a beautiful balcony overlook right here. You wanted to see what was happening in the living area, what the kids are doing, if the kids are fighting, if your wife is calling you, letting you know that dinner's ready, or you know what? If your husband is calling and letting you know that dinner's ready, right? Let's switch it up just a little bit. All right, so can't ignore this closet. Yep, so you have your hallway closet right here. All right, beautiful. And then we have this door right here. So we skipped this door earlier. What do we have here? More access to the attic and mechanics. Very clean. Love it. It's tucked away. See, the one thing about living in a luxury house is it's still a house, right? So you have water heaters, electrical panels, and I love to see when a builder or somebody that's renovating takes care of how that looks in a luxury home, because you still have to scream luxury and maintain the integrity of the home. All right, so I've been talking about this for a while. So this is the upstairs primary suite. Excellent ceilings. It's the same size in regards to just the square footage in the room. but I think the bathroom is a little bigger. So let's check it out. I don't remember a fireplace in the one downstairs either. This is definitely the primary room or primary suite that I would entertain, and just save the one downstairs for company or guests. All right. Oh. All right, so we have a closet right here. Awesome. Oh. Again, fireplace. And again, this is the bathroom. So I just love how this bathroom is laid out. Very spacious, for sure. All right. So you have your dual vanities right there, the same modern trims and lighting that we saw downstairs, as well as in the other bathrooms. This shower is certainly bigger. So you have 2 sitting areas, right? Rainfall style seating areas. So again, there'd be no issues on a night of romance, you and the spouse doing a dual shower. We're gonna keep it PG in this video, but I think you know what I mean. Oh, there's 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 waterfall faucets, excellent tiling on the walls and on the floors. I'm in love with this house. All right, so this is your soaking tub, a different shape than the one downstairs. The one downstairs was more oval-esque, but we'll take it. Again, nothing wrong with the primary suite downstairs. If you're to the point where you want to stop walking up and down and you're tired of stairs, the primary suite downstairs is a go. We have this closet space right here. So this is the second closet that we've seen in this primary suite. But I have to show you what's around the corner. Privacy. You have this area right here, right? So if you wanted to go crazy, this is your walk-in closet for the primary suite. That's upstairs. Much bigger than the one downstairs. And again, this is number 3 of a total of 3 closets that are up here for this room. More than enough space. Beautiful chandeliers. You have this whole entire wall right here. Mirror. Shelving space. More shelves and drawers right here. Walk-in closet in the in-suite. In the second primary suite of this home. And I'll show you the balcony. So obviously if you're up here, you're gonna feel like the queen of your castle or the king of your castle. So if you just wanted to step out, and pull in some fresh air, say hi to the neighbors, you can certainly do that from this primary suite. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with me so far. We're almost to the end of the tour, but not quite there yet. I've been saving the best for last. And it's gonna be the basement, so let's go down. We'll go down this way. So these staircases, or this staircase, was the one that you saw when we came in the front door. But then we cut to the left and we saw the dining area, and that led us to the kitchen. But yeah, so this is this staircase that will lead you straight upstairs if you want to go to your primary suite. Let's hit the basement. You know I'm a fan of basements. I loved finished and unfinished basements, but this one will take the cake, so let's go down. Also, quick commercial break. If you've been thinking about purchasing a house and you want to start your own home search, just go to www.realatlantaliving.com. You can set up a call with me and we could start your search for sure. I think the biggest incentive for you going to the website today would be access to $45,000 in first-time home buyer incentive programs, down payment assistance, grants, etc. Go ahead, join our community. You'll also get backstage or behind the scenes access to some of the things that we're doing, events, etc. But let me stop yapping because we are now downstairs in the finished basement. So let me know what you would do with all this space. Fellas, let me know if this would be the ideal man cave, right? Ladies, let me know if the in-laws could stay down here. This would be an excellent in-law suite as well. So you have a full kitchen down here. Beautiful lighting, breakfast nook, right? Let's take it slow. You have a cooler right here. Nice. Again, I said it before, excellent cabinet space. Microwave, more cabinets here. Another cooler, you have a washer right there, a washing machine, I should say. Another cooler right here. Beautiful countertop. Nice. Microwave. Oh, we caught that already, right? Refrigerator. When you buy houses these days, especially new construction, you won't even get the fridge. So the fact that these appliances are here, like, I'm thoroughly impressed. All right, so that's your island right there. This is your breakfast nook. Then you have these big, beautiful windows. One of the things that you have seen throughout the house is all the lighting, the natural lighting that comes in. All of the windows have been changed out as part of the renovation. I think there's 75 windows. So beautiful job there. All right, let's continue through the basement. Again, this is a basement. I lived in New York for several years, and this basement apartment, or the basement I should say, is bigger than most apartments in New York City for sure. The total house is 7,500 square feet of just luxury. All right, you have this closet right here. Yep, great for storage. All right, and we've come to it. Wine cellar. Are you guys wine drinkers? Let me know your favorite wine. Pop that downstairs in the comments. What would you keep on hand in your cellar, right? In a home like this. Behind these beautiful glass doors. I have a surprise for you guys. All right, fireplace. All right, let's cut over to the surprise. This is it. Media room. So it's fully carpeted. You could definitely put your theater chairs here. You have 2 levels. You have a station over here. Another cooler. But if you want to, again, bring down some snacks, popcorn, etc. Mechanics behind this door. I think that's where the coolers are, water coolers. Cabinet space. Then you have more storage right here. Right. So deep closet. So if you want to store anything in this room, you can. Excellent use of space, for sure. There's not one thing I do not like about this house. This house is beautiful. So you can watch movies down here on a Friday night. I would not leave. More space here. We're going to check this out from the outside, but this also looks like you could squeeze in a golf cart right here. So when we go outside, we'll walk around to the side of this, to this side of the house, I should say, and see what we could squeeze in. But beautiful. You also have a bathroom right here. And this is ready to go. So somebody could definitely live down here. Shower, single vanity. This vanity is different from the ones that we've been seeing upstairs, but you still have the modern trims. But you now have this wooden furnish and excellent tiling as well on the walls, on the floors. But this is downstairs. And last but not least, before we go outside, is this room. And this room has its own bathroom as well. Let's start with the bathroom. All right, single vanity, also a shower. could definitely leave me down here on a Friday night and I'd have a good time. Or if, you know, family comes over, friends come over, and they've had too much of that wine, they just want to crash for the night. This is an excellent space to have guests and company. All right. Oh, this is great size right here. Little step-in closet. Yep, and here you have it. Access to outside as well. Now let's check out the outside of the house. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about this home? Is it ready to go? Can you see and imagine yourself living here? All right. This is the back area. All right, let's recap. Just shy of $1.7 million. We saw 5 bedrooms. We have 6.5 bathrooms. It's 7,500 square feet, and we're in Fayetteville, built in 1989. The lot size is 1.2 acres. Got 3 levels. Look at that. And we are in the Whitewater Creek community, which is a gated community, and we're right here in Fayette County, Fayetteville. I promise to walk to the side just to see this golf cart access. From the looks of it, looks like you'd enter from the front and then pull around. Yep, so you have access here, you can come in and pull back up that way. All right, let's go back to the front of the house. Nice little stream right here. All right, so this is it right here. 4-sided brick. This structure is amazing. Again, this is the best tour that we've taken this year. Let me know if I'm wrong. But if you want to see more homes in Fayetteville, go ahead and click the playlist that's on the screen right now. Let's have some fun. Thanks for joining.